Games that should have never been made into movies. Games are great, but do you want to know what's even better? Bad movies that are based on great games. We love a good dumpster fire, and some of the movies on this list are exactly that. Here's a few examples of why games should almost never be turned into movies. Let's go. Mario Bros. Mario, don't act like you didn't know that this one was gonna be on our list. Based on the immensely popular games, Mario Bros. Hit cinemas in 1993. And sure, this movie has the excuse of being old, but there's no reason as to why it had to be so freaking weird. But still, we'll give it credit for being the first ever movie to be based on a video game. Assassin's Creed. Where do we even start with this one? This wasn't just a bad movie, this was a disservice to the franchise. Not only was it mostly based in modern times, but it was also just really boring. There are 3 words to describe this atrocity. Shame. 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 Need for Speed. A racing game turned movie? Wow. As you can probably imagine, this movie had well-constructed characters, pleased both game fans and movie critics alike, and wasn't a huge waste of time. Were we being sarcastic enough there for you? Warcraft. This is a tricky one. The movie was well received in China, but not so well received anywhere else. There's people who love it and others who hate it. What do we think? Honestly, this movie was bound to disappoint us no matter what they did, because Warcraft games are just too big, and why mess around with perfection? We just think that it's highly unlikely that any movie rendition will do this franchise justice. But to be fair, they did what they could, and it wasn't as bad as some of the other movies on this list. Assassin's Creed. Final verdict? Disappointed but not surprised. Mortal Kombat. You know how sometimes movies are so ridiculous they're amazing? Mortal Kombat is almost one of these, which is why it almost didn't make the list. The movie is filled with ridiculous scenes and brilliant pieces of super cliche dialogue. Our personal favorite? This particular fight between Scorpion and Johnny Cage. Absolutely beautiful and fantastically terrible all at the same time. Which game to movie adaptations do you hate? Are there any you like? Do you even think that games should be turned into movies in the first place? We'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. And see you next time.